Well, good afternoon everybody. It's finally became a day that we can go outside and work. It's been raining for a couple of days, so this is really nice. But what I'm going to do today is make a potato cage. I planted potatoes in the vegetable garden as you saw before, so now I'm going to do it in a cage so we can get like a vertical garden using less space. I'm just not sure exactly where we're going to put it. I might put it in the vegetable garden. Okay. Now it doesn't really matter where we're going to put this. I decided to use this sort of piece of fencing and open it up. All you need to make sure of is that one end has these little tines sticking out. You know, you just cut them that way. And then as far as location goes, doesn't really matter. Don't want it to be in the vegetable garden because there's got to be loads of stuff in there already, so I'm just going to put it outside here. There's another fella in here. Okay, looking good. These are great, very easy to use, very easy. I'm just contemplating whether to put some mesh on the bottom to stop any rodents getting into the potato mix. I think I'll do that. I'll get a piece of finer mesh and put it in the bottom here. I'll show you what I mean. There we go. That's going to be the final location, I think. Well, I found some wire mesh with fine cells in it, and I'm using these electrician strippers here to cut through the wire. It's cutting quite easy actually, it's not thick gauge. Hope you guys are doing alright out there in YouTube land. We are having a great time here in Oregon. Reason being that it stopped raining. That means we can go on with our projects that need to be taken care of. There we go. Snip, snippy snip, 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 and snip on there. So that's this piece here, which is one long piece, comes with the straw. So that tells us that this has been reused. This is something we saved from last year or years previous. Okay, and just wrap that on there. So now, let's get this guy on here a little bit. There we go. So that's the bottom covered. Now all we have to do is turn it upside down, and we have a cage. So fancy that. Okay, next thing to do now that that's in the correct position is to put a layer of soil down, a layer of straw, some potatoes, I'll say about 5 or 6. Then some straw on top, then some soil, then some straw, then some potatoes, and just repeat till it's about this high off the ground, like 3 or 4 feet off the ground, and we'll see how that works. And hopefully that the any rodents that come up under this garden can't get through that metal netting. I don't think they can, but if they're smart they can get through this netting here. Anyhow, see how it works. Well, we're heading out to the Wichita Feed and Hardware store, and we're going to get some more potatoes for the potato cage. That's the closest place I can think of for seed potatoes, and that was really nice there, so it's a pleasure to go and visit. The great thing about growing potatoes is that just about everybody eats potatoes, so if we have an excess we can share it with our neighbours and friends, because that's what it's all about, isn't it, at the end of the day? Question is, what type of potatoes do we want? I know that russet potatoes make really good chips, or French fries as they call them in the United States here. There's a gentleman over there at the side of the road selling roses and looks like oranges. I think that'll be a typical thing you would see in South America. So you know what, you can't knock him, he's trying to make an honest living. Good for you, mate. Exactly where we're going. Well, we've been coming here quite often lately, so we've got all that spring stuff in store. Great sign, wasn't it? Real Old West living. Okay, and this is what we want, the potato section. So we've got Russet, all blue. I've never had them before, they look really interesting. They've got blue stalks. Yukon Gold, they're a good potato. And Red Pontiac. We'll put some of each variety in a separate layer. So let's get about £5 or something. I've even got onions somewhere. Here they are here. What kind of onions are? Onion sets, don't know what that means, but we'll figure it out. Okay, then we got £2 of each type. There was 4 different types. Have Tatey will travel. So my tie-in with potatoes, other than I really like them, is when I was about 20 years old, I took a job at a produce warehouse, and semi-trucks would come, flatbed semi-trucks would come loaded with potatoes from the farms, and these potatoes were £90 bags, and me and one other guy would have to unload them. It took took about 2 or 3 hours, but man, them things were heavy. So it gave me appreciation for potatoes. Though I've never actually worked on a potato farm, I have worked on strawberry farms, apple farms, hop farms, but I've never worked on a potato farm. A layer of straw in the bottom of this cage here. Oh, looking good. It's nice to have help sometimes. Look at that. Just about covered there. So what we've got now is a layer of soil, a layer of straw, and then we put these potatoes somewhat round the perimeter so that the leaves can grow out through the sides of the cage is the plan. Okay, next thing to do, I have to put soil over the top. Okay, so now we've got one layer of potatoes in. We'll put a layer of soil on top and a layer of straw. So now we're going to put another layer of potatoes. That's the second layer of potatoes in. Covered them with straw, covered them with some soil. Now we're going to put some more straw down, then another layer of potatoes. I think I might have made this cage too big. But hey, this is America, everything's big. Okay, now we've got 3 layers of different varieties of potatoes. I'm going to give the 4th variety Dan for her little garden. So water these and see what happens. I'll keep you posted. Thanks for watching, catch you next time. Bye bye. Well, it turns out that Anne doesn't need these potatoes because she's not going to do potato garden this year because this one is so big. It's probably a good idea. So in that case, time to put more straw on soil, potato, straw, soil. And then I'm going to cut this wiring down a bit because I made it too tall. Okay, and now we just add the potatoes in an equidistant fashion. 1, 2, 3. I think these might be the Russets. 4, 5. Is there one more? Yes, there is. Just to go there. See, this way it's not too far from the fence, so you can send out the little tubers and roots and leaves and ultimately flowers out of that area. Okay, now it's time to trim the cage. There we go. And then we've got another potato cage, should we need it, already made. Perhaps, I don't know. Alright, this is quite therapeutic, just turning these things over. And sweaty too. There we go. Yeah. Just need to add some more water. And that is the potato cage, all ready to bear fruit or vegetable or tuber. So all that remains now is to wait for the potatoes to start sprouting and then to try and figure out how to get the ones at the bottom out. Does that mean I've got to cut through the fence? And I'm not sure how that works. I'd better hang on. You see that? Mr. Flying Ant come to visit. There you go. Well, I hope that helped some of you potato enthusiasts out there. I thoroughly enjoy this project. Never did this before in my life, so it's a new experience, and we always enjoy new experiences. So thank you, take care, we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.